can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be
Today, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
We are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Seattle. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes, and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions.
And right away, he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield.
Russell Wilson. And that's good.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and...
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson forced out to his left. He can run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. this one will be brought back to the 22. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety Jamal Adams. Cousins gives way to Cook.
22-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met him in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 46 yards. Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
they'll throw again. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
to Adam Thielen.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks nothing.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Carson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39, Wilson rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Russell Wilson sacked.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Complete.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game, because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and as tough as any receiver in the NFL.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10.
That's what it is, baby.
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point try by Bailey. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down.
CD, I want to sneak in a little NFC East talk here. I don't know what to make of this division. Through 4 weeks, they are a combined 3-12-1. The Eagles would actually be the division champs right now at 1-2-1. Washington and Dallas 1-3. The Giants certainly not out of it, even though, CD, they're 0-4 right now.
Yeah, this is unbelievable when you think about it. And if we were talking soccer, we'd be talking relegation, wouldn't we? Right? Would this division even exist next year? But there is potential there. The Eagles came alive with a big win on Sunday Night Football, beating San Francisco in San Francisco. Washington, they're trying to hang in there. Dwayne Haskins has to play better. Dallas should be the team. They've got to fix their defense. And the Giants, they may be 0-4. They're going to fight hard, but I don't think they're contenders in this division.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own.
Well, the Minnesota Vikings retaking possession. And this is a team, you remember, a playoff squad a year ago, but into the win column for the first time in 2020 Week 4, beating winless Houston 31-23. And the offense came alive. Dalvin Cook, a huge factor in Week 4, 130 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and Adam Thielen, CD, had his second 100-yard receiving game of the season.
And don't forget the rookie, Justin Jefferson, out of LSU, their 1st-round pick as a receiver. He's gone over 100 the last 2 games as well, and introduced, what do they call that, the gritty dance? Is that what he calls it? He's introduced that to the NFL as well. So just when everyone figured out how to floss, now they got to figure out how to do the gritty dance. And Justin Jefferson says, I'm just getting started as a receiver. Plenty more coming. Now that the Vikings team is off the schneid, Seattle, in Seattle on a Sunday nighter, home for Atlanta before their open week, Week 7. I think Mike Zimmer, their head coach, was really pleased, Brandon, how they won this last game. That was more Zim style, running the football and some good defense when they needed it.
A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
To number 19.
Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it's 21-3. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Wilson. Flush. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Handoff comes to Cook. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Dalvin Cook who did the job in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Cousins on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Cousins pass.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
To Adam Thielen.
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And with that, let's look ahead to Week 5, Charles. Some of the big games coming up as we continue into October. Starts with a good one Thursday night, 3-1 Bucks, the 3-1 Chicago Bears. That's Brady versus Foles. I'm sure we'll hear plenty about that. And then Indianapolis and Cleveland, one of those teams, Charles, is going to be 4-1. What else do you have on the docket?
Yeah, well, don't forget Minnesota. They'll come off their first win. They go to Seattle, who's 4-0, and that's a Sunday nighter. And then the Chargers at New Orleans on Monday night. I think Justin Herbert having to face Tom Brady and Drew Brees in back-to-back weeks, not something you would dial up. But this kid seems up to the task. He's played well despite the fact the Chargers have struggled with their record.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line.
And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. And they hear a few words from his head coach on that decision.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
And now running right through it. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
He's going to go up top again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 46 yards.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
On the tackle.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Cousins on target there to Johnson.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
BC Johnson.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
There defensively.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Bailey now for the extra point.
Point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Carson, the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Russell Wilson sacked.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tyler.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw again is Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson steps away. He's going to, and it's a fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And a touchdown maybe for the fantasy football folks watching.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who are happy about that touchdown, even though it won't change who wins this ball game.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete to BC.
Give him 30 yards there.
A gain of 30.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Floating one, incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
1st and 10.
On first down, Wilson. And Olsen over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense. It's on the field. They're going for it on 4.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.